brand new episode of Formula Pod, and today we are talking all about the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It hasn't got much action, but then still gave some hope of action though. But joining me today, Mihir is officially back after the entire fiasco of getting into a teeny tiny meeny little accident, and the regular ghost of the show, Jason Miranda, is still back. So welcome guys to the show.
What's your face? Jason, show your face to the world. The valedictorian from Middlesex University, Dubai.
Oh yeah, and a life update to all our listeners. All three of us graduated in flying colors out of university.
Nothing big. Easy stuff.
No, with Jason, of course, that's way so much flying colors. I don't know when we're here. I'm above myself. In my standards, it's flying colors. But anyways, coming back to the entire conversation, I feel this time I'm not going to start off the entire conversation. I would rather give it to Mihir, because he's got some really strong opinions about yesterday's race. So, Mihir, take it forward.
Mine's come with notes.
I have come with notes. I memorized them, actually. But look, for the people who don't know, I'm a big Mercedes fan. And the reason I'm not wearing Mercedes merchandise is because I'm really disappointed in them. And I'm trying not to be biased here, but I think towards any team, but Mercedes is Mercedes. So, look, Mercedes is paced up. It's done much better than the last race, for sure. The only reason why these guys slacked this time was because they're not finding that small component that Red Bull, Ferrari have, they found. And like Toto said as well, both of the drivers are doing the best they can. The engineering team are doing the best they can. But what is that Mercedes is not doing that these guys are? And about the tire situation as well. Look, Hamilton being on hard with everyone else being on medium, it's a great strategy. Because he wants to go long run, he wants to get that advantage on the third section of the race, which for the last maybe 15 laps, which is crazy amazing. But you need to understand that the whole track is all about speed. It's not about turns.
Definitely.
Max was what? Max was 15. He was just crawling up, and I've honestly lost not faith, but I've lost confidence in Mercedes. As a Mercedes fan, it's a big statement. I'm just gonna say that.
I was saying the exact.
Something?
Yeah, Jason, go on.
Red Bull's car is something else. I'm just gonna say that. Just here, Red Bull's car is a different breed. There is no competition with it. And you can say Aston Martin come close, which I would say yeah, but then Red Bull have absolutely mastered this new car. And that's the best way to put it. And I'm pretty sure if this is the way it is, either Checo or Max will win the championship easily. No sweat, no nothing. They're just going to win it.
As in, say, on the previous episode, I did mention this though, as in I am losing faith on, say, Mercedes' performance. As in, yeah, they can come back, of course, they can come back. Because there is a room for, say, improvement, because it's just we are just in the second race out of 23 races. Okay, we still got 21 more races to kind of go on and kind of see what's the situation. But then another thing over the week when I was just reading through this thing was that people were just don't kind of predict in the first three races, because Bahrain, Jeddah, and Australia are going to be three different tracks. Because, say, with the Bahrain, say, you got to, as in it's not a lot of push laps though, but then with Jeddah, of course, you got to kind of go on to that lower downforce spec, kind of hit it up pretty well. And with Melbourne, it's even more different, as in, say, they're saying in form of the track format or whatever. As in, okay, I'm not having so much knowledge over it. That's why I'm sitting and gobbling up very nicely over here. But still, from the Mercedes HQ down in Germany, they have now said that if you guys don't prove it to us by Australia, you would need to give all the Mercedes reserved engines, which are the best engines, to Aston Martin, so that Fernando Alonso can win.
Which is, I agree. And I'll be very honest. I mean, Austin, the guy was flying.
True.
He was as competitive as a Red Bull car. And he gave Checo a hard time, maybe in the last 15 laps. I don't know if did you guys see that as well?
Yeah, we were seeing it. But then after a point, it was just say 10-second gap came in.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to be very honest. Maybe he's a driver, maybe it's experience,
True.
but Aston Martin flew.
Of course.
It did.
Of course, like, okay, to a certain extent, it's a lot of, say, Lance Stroll not Lance Stroll. Lawrence Stroll did a pretty good job of poaching people from Mercedes, from Red Bull, from Ferrari, and kind of bringing them into Aston Martin and kind of giving it onto, like, on a silver platter, the car. But then, like, I totally agree. Like, Aston Martin was just flying in very nicely. And like, yeah, the dude even ended up getting onto the Centurion Podium Club. He's the 6th driver. Fernando Alonso is the 6th driver to make it to 100 podiums.
Let's not even talk about the issues.
Look, I know that whole situation triggers me. That whole part triggers me.
Because I don't know what's going on.
Look, FIA is... I agree. FIA is not FIA anymore. FIA has become a sitcom show. That's what it is.
Okay, that is seriously some strong statement coming in.
And the reason why I'm saying this amazing and strong statement is because FIA screwed it up in Abu Dhabi with the whole Max and Lewis thing.
Yeah.
From there onwards, I think Michael did not get the email. I don't think he understands the meaning of FIA or racing or motorsports, like he said, right? FIA, Formula 1 isn't Formula 1 anymore. Formula 1 is about entertainment, fun, and money. And till date, we starve to see such few racing battles because we strive to see them.
True.
We want to see Alonso fight. We want to see Lewis fight. We want to see Max fight. We want to see a good race. We don't want to know who's... Okay, coming first is it's the second part. We want to see something fun and looking at... If Red Bull keeps winning like this, I'm going to stop watching Formula 1 for a bit maybe. I want to see some competitiveness between both the teams. I might start supporting McLaren maybe because they're not the best right now, but they're fighting.
At least McLaren is competing with Williams and Haas.
No, that's the biggest surprise.
Completely correct.
You know, that's the biggest surprise. McLaren is I think is the only team which has not got points.
It's called the Danny curse.
Like even Haas made it a point of just getting 1 point. Like just 1 point. It's like off.
That for Haas, that's like a goal for each year.
Exactly. By the second race on the calendar, they made 1 point. So like it doesn't say from McLaren, it is it's a disappointing race, as in a disappointing performance. Because towards the end, basically it was just fight between Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Like, bro, what's happening here? Like, it didn't make sense at all. Like, you got both your drivers fighting, and then in front you got a Williams to just kind of just like escape out from the fight.
This is all because of Zak Brown, I believe. Just my opinion, but that's what I believe. Man's too.
Okay, I'm so sorry to cut you off, but I have this one question I want to ask both of you. And do you think it was right for George to take that cup and not give it back to him?
It was wrong for George to take the cup in the first place.
No, but see, I said, okay, it's not like George went and took it up, right? It's someone would have given it to him, right?
Yeah, and it was there.
Look,
I don't know.
I'm going to be very honest. As a Formula 1 fanatic, and if I was to drive, I could dream to be a driver, right? I would take the cup, I'd take a picture with it, and give it right back to him. Give it right back to him in front of the press.
Well,
look, technically, FIA gave it to me, great. But George Russell needs to really, really push it up when it comes to marketing. I don't think George Russell is as big as Lewis, and I think he needs to be as big as Lewis. So he needs to do these kind of things. What do you think?
He needs to be a bit more bold, if that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Bolder? I think much more smarter.
Much more smarter, bolder, but he's already a social media sensation. If you see.
Not really.
See, if you're telling F1 standard social media sensation, that's. As in, that is, of course, there is, of course, Lewis is, but then I would rather say Daniel Ricciardo, because he knows how to exactly do it. Like, he got it, say, by the point. I feel like no other driver would have got it in that particular shot. Okay. But then, like, yeah, as in say, okay, George, after everything just says like, okay, it's cruel that Alonso getting a penalty. And then after that, doing all the things. Like, it was even, say, Mercedes posted pictures with the cup on their socials. And then today I'm seeing...
That's a P4.
And then, today the cup got covered in, a bold black, block? And then that ended up being it's reinstated back. But then anyways, one good thing is that Mercedes has equaled the constructor title with Aston Martin now. So they are both at 28 points. Whereas we got Red Bull, which is far off on 85 points. But then, but this is one thing which I, literally, when I was sitting and researching and stuff, kind of understood. So for every team, if they're consecutively winning, there would be that one particular time when they end up just messing up a bit. Okay? Say in 2021, it was not Mercedes' mess up, it's FIA's mess up. But then in 2022, Mercedes got the format, as in say they might have not interpreted the car pretty well. That ended up being an absolute disaster. And in 2023, they're still repeating the same thing. But then I'll rather say this, I have a 0.1% confidence on Mercedes that, say, by Baku, they will at least have some performance gain.
Look, Mercedes is Mercedes, like Mihir said. I'm scared of them. I know what Toto and team is capable of. They're a high quality team. They're used to winning them. I'm pretty sure they're working on getting a better car at the moment. And then these guys will not sleep until they get it.
Sorry, Jason. I'm so sorry for cutting you off. Look, Bottas said this when he's in Mercedes. He was like, the days we lose are the days our competitors should fear the most, which is absolute facts. I agree with that. Mercedes is hungry, they're starving for these podiums. Technically, they got a podium. I think, and with Arjun saying that they have a deadline by Australia to prove themselves, I really think they should really focus on engines and stop making this disastrous posts with George Russell and the cup. The marketing team should really stay quiet, put their heads down, and try to see what the hell's going on with their engines. Toto made a lot of promises. Toto and the team made a lot of promises. I'm no one to complain and I'm no one to say anything, but I've seen what they're capable of.
Of course.
And I really feel that Mercedes is too busy doing marketing, or Lewis needs to, and I hate saying this, but Lewis being paid $75 million needs to spend the $50 million with the team in the engines to provide something good. Because people like me, Arjun, and whoever watches Mercedes, this is not just a race for them, for us.
Definitely,
I would sat down. We have researched. We have given all our hearts into this.
True.
They're not just playing with their own teams. They're playing with their own fans. And if they want their fans to stay put, they need to pull something strong and fast.
After the Bahrain performance, these guys put in a big statement saying that, okay, because literally every known Mercedes fan got pissed off. They were like, oh, the car is all new, it's the sexiest car in the grid, all those things, all the claims were put in, and then it didn't show the performance. That actually disappoints us. Literally, among us, we have two Mercedes fans who are dearly so upset that this is happening. Okay, last year, at least towards the end, we had the hope that next year these guys would learn the lesson and come back with even more better performance. But then it's just the same. The history is just repeating itself.
I just have one statement to make here, or one line to say.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if the situation doesn't improve by, say, mid-season, then we can start considering Mercedes as a fourth place, fifth place team?
As a midfielder, you mean?
I don't want to say label it as midfield, because midfield would be
top 5.
6.
Is that what you're trying to say? Top 5?
Yeah, maybe top 5. They would just cling on to 4 or 5. What do you think? Because Ferrari, they have a good car. It's just their strategies that's still a bit messed up.
the day old thing with Ferrari strategy.
Let's not even go there. But then, do you think that they would be fourth if it comes on the car and then on well with the other team.
You know, I would
Arjun,
rather
why don't you start off with this?
I would rather say like we got to wait until the first major upgrade, which has come up as in I would only tell it by then whether it would be a fourth place or fifth, because I don't know, because it is said the upgrade is going to be a massive upgrade. So because last year Aston Martin had the same thing. First, they came out of the first three races with a very shit car. Then after that, the entire Green Bull situation came up with them, say, redesigning the side pods pretty nicely and coming up with a pretty Red Bull kind of design. So, like, yeah, I would say I'm gonna wait till Baku when the upgrade comes in, and then after that, evaluate based on that.
Look, I think Mercedes' new design is absolutely amazing. I think it's not a car, it's not the paint, it's an art piece, right? And it's beautiful. It's two colors that have gone really well with each other. Great.
Agreed.
They made the whole different floor. They've made a very different aerodynamic floor. They've made the side pods very not big, but they've made it more symmetrical. They made it more easygoing, is what Lewis said. The wind's gonna be friendly with the car, so it doesn't create any drag.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that. I saw Red Bull's testing with the paint. that was going across the car without any lines intersecting each other. It was straight lines like this.
Mm-hmm, true.
Mercedes' paint job, the wet paint, I forgot what it's called.
The flow is.
So, look, they made so many big promises and demands and claims that I really thought Mercedes was put through at least in the top 3, if not top 2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing words. I'm really trying to be calm.
But then you're seriously agitated with the situation, right?
I'm annoyed because there's nothing to look forward to anymore. Because have you seen Red Bull? These guys are sipping on Red Bull while racing. They're walking around the circuit like it's their circuit. I won't be shocked if the whole crowd wears orange in the next few races.
For that, I can just go to the Zandvoort. Like, I can see the entire orange army there. One team which we kind of got to put on spotlight is Alpine.
Don't say. Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to be like Ferrari and just like
No. I got to talk this about Alpine. Their cars are pretty amazing. Like, those pink Alpines are doing seriously good job.
Agreed.
Because
I think
it's like last time, just with the Esteban Ocon's 35-second penalty. Like, if he didn't get that penalty, he would have made it pretty nicely. But then on the same ride itself, Pierre Gasly did a fab recovery drive.
Yeah. Well, I think the car is really good. The car is fantastic, but maybe they need a few more upgrades in there. Just a few more
better drivers.
I'll not say better drivers, as in Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly both are really good drivers, as in they got the entire Frenchness into the team.
There's also beef between them. I don't know if you guys know, but
what?
There's beef between them.
Okay, let's get some beef.
Bro.
In the version we're doing this.
Bro, if you're talking beef, there's much more bigger team beefs. What? Kevin Magnussen versus Nico Hulkenberg.
Yeah. That's a bromance now.
No, Jason, I want to hear this beef from you. Come on.
Okay, yeah, seriously, go on. Let's kind of do this thing just because, like, since you've told all our listeners the beef, go on.
Their relationship, we all know how it is. Both of them are aggressive with each other. They've gone into a few clashes since a pretty long time, and they both respect each other. Yes, but also I can feel the pressure or the hate over there in between both of them. Where there's a lot of respect, obviously, but again, beef is there.
Talking about real beef, I mean that was beef as well, but this is Lewis beef. So just consider it real beef.
What the hell? What's going on? What real beef versus fake beef? What's happening here? Are we doing like a beef rating happening over here?
This is celeb beef. This is celeb beef.
Yeah. This is the kachara beef. Anyway, so for the listeners who don't know what kachara is, that means trash. Okay, so Lewis. So after the race, Lewis was given he was doing this interview, and when people got to know that George was P3, so one of the interviewers from Sky Sports was like, "Oh, you must be very happy that Lewis got podium," and he goes like, "It's good for the team, not for me. So if I'm sees the guy, but are you happy?" And Lewis, quote unquote, said, "Why would I be happy?" Dude, why would he be happy?
Ooh, that's some fiery beef
Why would
there.
Lewis be happy? Lewis would. If me and Arjun in one team and he got a podium and I got fifth, I would not be happy.
Of course not.
Because at the end of the day, drivers, you're own yourself, bro. Like every driver, he has a contract for 2 more years. Agreed, but you gotta prove yourself, man.
No, since you told this, during the race yesterday, Carlos Sainz was first told to pit, and then this guy didn't pit. This guy didn't pit, and then look who actually got in. Lance Stroll got into the pits, and then you have to, and this is the thing. If this is even like the commentators were like, okay, it's just like Ferrari call it a dummy pit stop, and then Carlos Sainz didn't get inside it.
It was the worst decision ever. I don't know. Look, I think Ferrari really needs to understand that luck is not going to be there on this side every time. Sorry, Jason.
Yeah, that's okay. No, that's the most frustrating part. They have a good car, actually. But these stupid things, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, these people, what are they doing? We're competing with such good teams, such great minds, and then you're doing like this and performing like this.
Look, I think Ferrari doesn't have any pressure.
No, they do. Of course they do. With such a good car, they definitely do have pressure. I would say they're between, after Red Bull, it's Aston Martin and Ferrari that's together.
Well, not according to the constructors right now, because Mercedes is at the moment on third.
Yeah, I know. But the car is
I should. No, even though I equally criticize it, I still need to support it though. Because like journalists code.
It's the strategies that's been messing them up. If we had
I think
strategists, then I'm pretty sure we would be in a better place.
No, you know what? I think even Ferrari also should kind of slow down on their social media, because honestly, I don't want to see what Charles Leclerc getting onto ice bath. Like, dude, why?
Man looks good though.
The man looks good, but is he winning races? Question is he getting wins? That's the question.
Yeah, he's getting wins on his personal body count, bro. It's not.
But like, yeah, I have a lot of friends who is stunt dealing.
My friends, they don't know what the hell's going in Ferrari, but Carlos is hot, so Ferrari must be winning.
Carlos or Charles?
Yeah.
Both.
No, because I had two friends. They're like, I don't know Formula One, but then the dudes who are wearing the red suits, they look hot. I'm like, okay, who are you talking about? You know that white guy, Carlos Sainz. I'm like, Carlos is white? Like, okay, then I'm showing him the... No, it's not Carlos. It's this dude. I'm like, okay, that's called Charles Leclerc. Like, oh, he's got a very nice name as well. I'm like...
I don't mind Arjun also. Arjun's a nice name for a guy.
Bro. Come on, calm down.
Insane.
Let's kind of put in our predictions for Australia. Let's put this. Top 5 on qualifying. Starting with Jason.
Max, Alonso.
Okay.
Leclerc. Perez and Sainz. Yeah. You've heard it.
All right,
okay.
So I'm going to say Max, Perez, Alonso. I'll say George. I'm going to be a little risky with that. And I'm going to say one of the Ferraris.
Okay. I would go with Checo, Leclerc, Max, Alonso, Sainz.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And how about race? In the race, top five.
In the race, so with the race wins, I would say I'm gonna give it a bit of a different thought over here, and probably be very hopeful that Lewis or like any of the Mercedes team would make it. Okay, I would call Alonso, Alonso winning it, Checo on second, Charles Leclerc on third. I hope Max still gets some kind of an issue, because trust me, in qualifying when he got that issue, I was the happiest person on planet Earth. With and then we got George on fifth.
Maybe you want to go next?
I think the same list I said earlier as well. It's Red Max, Checo, Alonso, George, and any of the Ferraris.
So you would rather say Mercedes is gonna out qualify Ferraris.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have some hope with them. I'm gonna give them 2 more races. After that, I'm switching my team for at least.
So something a lot more. What do you say? Hopeful.
Yeah, 2 more races. I'm giving Mercedes 2 more races.
So that's still Baku.
Yeah, and then after that, I'm gonna switch my team to Aston Martin, and the reason why is because technically Mercedes is winning because we're giving our engines to Austin.
No, you know what's actually surprising me is that Mercedes could actually use all the data from Aston Martin.
That's the thing I'm talking about.
Exactly, like
You know how Lawrence made a deal with Toto a few years back? I think it's time they do vice versa now. And Toto goes running to Lawrence and be like, okay, I need your help now. Please help me.
Bro, it's not only with the help, like say they legally have access to all those data, irrespective. Like, come on.
I think that, just talking about the race,
Yeah.
Max and Checo are going to crash out.
Crash?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Go on.
Wrong statement.
It's going to happen at the beginning, but both of them will crash out.
Because, like, yeah, is it more of like because both of them are like on their aggressive modes though?
Yeah. Checo's trying to protect his name and his legacy while Max is trying to win. So
True.
I can see that happening.
Well, like yeah. Anyways, one thing is there for sure. Even though Red Bull has got that race-winning car, its sister team is the one which is struggling their asses off, no winning a single race or points.
I don't think they care much about that team.
Yeah, they don't.
No, see, I just care about it just because of Nick DeVries.
And the Red Bull don't give one. They don't care a single bit for that team. And probably the other team, is it AlphaTauri?
AlphaTauri is Red Bull's junior team, bro. Come on.
That's how I was just trying to recall their name. There was Toro also before. Anyways,
Yeah.
AlphaTauri, they're just a marketing brand. That's pretty much it.
Mhm.
That's why they're there. There's no other reason I feel them being there.
Okay. Fair. Anyways, as in Mihir, you want to kind of put in something before we kind of close it off?
Few things, man. Look, for the viewers out there, me changing teams is not me actually changing teams. I'm just kind of frustrated, right? And I want to support a team. I've always been supporting Mercedes, and I still am. Even though I would switch teams for maybe this season, I really want to support Aston Martin and Aston Martin also, however you pronounce it. The reason why is because they were not that great last season, and when you see some type of hope, especially for a driver like Alonso, who is such an outstanding driver, who means so much to everyone who watches Formula One since more than 7-8 years, I still will not leave the touch from Mercedes. I will always support.
Like definitely, as in that's something which I've told, as I said in the previous episode though, it's just that okay, always inside heart Mercedes is like there, but then you have like the most experienced driver on the grid, okay, most experienced driver on the grid, who is making, as in say, okay, for Alonso, what hardly, I don't know, for another 4 or 5 years at max, he would be in Formula One. Eventually, he'll retire. But then he, as in, I feel like his vision is pretty much set in such a way that coordinates very well with his team, saying that before he retires, in modern Formula One, he would want to get a kind of like a constructor finish, like at least what, first, second, or third, whatever be it. As in, he wants to bring it to that level. So that's why I say, even though Mercedes will be in my heart, and say, if by miracle, say by Silverstone or something, Mercedes ends up being the best back again, of course, it's like I'll switch back. Like, okay, because this is the thing, okay? I actually ordered, say, Mercedes team kits, okay, and and you know, like, I didn't place the order. I kept it in cart and kept that ready.
This is why.
And then after, I'm like, okay, after the race, I'm gonna decide. Then after, I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm not buying it.
Bro, I've already made that investment. My room is way too much of Mercedes. I don't have the energy and time to switch up everything now.
Bro, trust me, I feel you so much on that. But like, yeah, on that very terrible disappointment, thank you so much for everyone listening on to Formula Pod. As in say, I know it is a humongous task of listening us for more than half an hour. But like, yeah, today's episode is a lot more about passionate fans' pain. And like, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. So like, yeah, please do put in a like, put in some nice ratings and some comments. Until next time, this is all three of us, myself, Mihir, and Jason, signing off. And bye bye.